Hello, 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 everyone. We're so
Hello.
happy to have you here. Hey, Leticia, how are you?
Ah, I'm great. I'm just coming off of a 4-day weekend, so I'm sort of rested. Don't really want to work today, but you have to do what you have to do.
Yes, yes, I know. Oh my gosh, a 4-day weekend. I'm so needing some of
Yes.
that. What did you do? Did you go to the beach? I mean, it's freezing here in Connecticut.
Yes, I did. I went to the beach. I did do some work.
Yes.
That there was a client that kind of knew my personal number, so she squeezed in her session. But I did go to the beach. I did. I didn't swim, but I had a nice day.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the springtime or even summertime. But I know I need to come visit you. And by the way, guys, Leticia Bryce, and I'll let her introduce herself. But she is in the warm blue waters of the Caribbean. She's in the Bahamas, and just take it away, Leticia. Tell us
Yes.
who you are, where you're from, what you do, all of that jazz.
Yes, I'm Letitia Bryce, a Black woman in tech. I live in the Bahamas, but I'm definitely obsessed with Paris. I am a wannabe beach bum, so anytime the weather's great, I just love to hang out at the beach. But besides all of that, I am an entrepreneur and I use my expertise in tech to help entrepreneurs to DIY their tech, to create their own website, to automate their business processes. I basically solve your tech issues so you can focus on making money.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And guys, Leticia is otherwise known as the Tech Queen. Anything that you need, where website building is concerned, the tech side of things, that she does teach you how to DIY your tech, which is so important, and also how to build from there, right, and to make sure that everything is running smoothly.
Yes.
Tech is super important, and so grateful to have you here tonight. And before I introduce myself, welcome everyone to Your Purpose and Business TV. But this is more of a masterclass tonight, and our topic that we're going to be speaking about is what every business needs in 2023. And so this is
Yes.
the first of many, right, Leticia? And we're so super excited to be here. So, really quickly, you're probably wondering, who am I? Who's this lady? My name is Raquel Walters. I am the CEO and founder, creator, whatever you may call it, of Your Purpose and Business TV. I do own a consulting company, Leora LLC. And what I do is I help millennials to turn their knowledge into income streams. So whether it is that you're working a 9 to 5, you have an expertise in something, or perhaps you want to use the knowledge and the skill sets you have, turn it into income. Test out your multi passion, create that side hustle, help that side hustle helping you to definitely explore your passions, help you with your bills, and ultimately probably one day can turn into a full-time job. Then I'm your girl, right? And so, um Leticia, let us begin. Tonight we wanted to talk more on the business side of things. This is Your Purpose and Business masterclass, I would call it. But when we were talking, we were thinking about what do businesses need to know for 2023, because it's still the top of the year. We're still in the first quarter, right?
Mhm.
It is important for businesses, no matter the size, to learn how they can position themselves, right, in order to go and leverage and increase their visibility, right? Do you
Oh,
want?
yeah.
Yes, yes. So Leticia, I know that you've been in business in the tech industry for 20 plus years, right? And so you have a lot of experience when it comes on to building things from scratch. I don't really want to, say, but I've seen you actually with your hands building up, breaking down computers,
Yeah.
hard drives, all of that, and putting them together, right? And I guess my question that I wanted to ask you at the forefront is that you've been in this industry for over 20 plus years. You were able to leave your corporate career and begin your work here in the tech industry consulting full time, and this was back in 2021, 2020. Correct me if I'm wrong.
When I became full time in my business. Yes. Actually, it's going to be a year this month since I've
Awesome.
been full time in my business.
Awesome, awesome, yes. And so, guys, Leticia was able to pivot from, a side hustle, side income coming from her consultancy business in order to go full time. So it is possible. Anything is possible, right? And so, the first thing that we wanted to talk about, and get your pen and paper ready. If you're watching the replay, definitely go hit the pause button right now. Go grab a pen and paper, because one of the things that I've learned throughout my career and throughout my life is that we have to write things down, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because we all learn from each other. You never know what a thought will come in your mind from what is being heard, and how you can implement that right away in your business, right? Even if you're starting a business. But we're speaking more so to establish businesses tonight, right? But doesn't mean that if you don't have a business yet, you can't start
Mhm.
implementing these things. So go grab your pen and paper and come right back. All right. So the first thing, Leticia, with any business, right, is that we have to set goals.
Oh, yes.
And
Definitely.
yeah, and speak more to goals for me, Leticia. When you were thinking about, and I'm gonna take you back, when you first started Leticia Bryce Consulting, right?
Yes.
Where did that idea come from? Like, what made you think that, you know what, I'm working at my job and I'm loving it. I'm probably not loving it, or here are the areas that I think that, I can go out and start and create up my own business. What was it for you that led you into wanting to start your business?
Well, I've always wanted to, as soon as I came into the tech field, I definitely wanted to run my own business in that field. And the main reason is because usually when you're just working for a salary, it covers the basics sometimes,
Yes.
but it doesn't give you that freedom, that financial freedom that you need to do the things that really is gonna light you up inside, that's gonna really bring you joy or help you to pursue your passion. And so I would say owning a business or having another stream of income or more than one other stream of income, that's really what you need in order to accomplish some of the goals that you might have in life. And
Mm,
so definitely that was one of the reasons why I knew I needed to have my own business. One, to have that financial freedom and to have that time autonomy. I
mhm.
wanted to be able to take a 4-day weekend when I wanted to.
Yes.
I wanted to be able to work from anywhere, to choose who I work with. And so I started to plan a few years ago to do that. I
Mm,
already had a side hustle. As long as I've been in the tech industry, I've had a side hustle. But I wanted to go a little bit deeper into that and be able to get the time autonomy as well.
mhm.
And so I actually started off teaching persons to be high earning um, technicians, computer technicians.
Yes.
So I started Pack Technology and I was doing that. And as I was hanging out with other entrepreneurs who were also building their business, I started to see a need there for
Mhm.
those persons. They had a need in tech, and of course, if somebody has a question and it's related to tech and I can help them, of course, I'm going to try to help them. And
Yeah.
that kind of led into me pivoting. Then the pandemic happened. We all
Right.
went on lockdown at the same time. And so I said, why not offer my remote support services to my fellow
Mhm.
entrepreneurs?
Right.
And that was like it right there,
Right.
like
The rest
so
is
many
history.
people needed
Uh-huh.
my help. Yeah, I just kind of pivoted and now I'm doing that full time.
Right, right. That's an amazing story, and so many people can relate, right? Especially for aspiring business owners or even established business owners on here listening to us, because I too can relate. I've had a side hustle or side hustles for many, many years, and I've pivoted, up and down, hills and valleys, right? I remember I started out selling jewelry. My
Ooh,
first experience, yeah, with,
okay.
with starting a business, right? And kind of testing out the waters just to earn extra income, because one of the things that I found, and this was I'm saying probably like 12, 13 years ago, when I first dibbled and dabbled in business, I wanted just to earn some side money where I could use to take myself out, or pay
Mhm.
off a bill, or just earn some additional income, which I believe that we all need, especially in this time. So,
Oh, yes.
yeah, I can
Listen.
relate to that. I feel like everybody needs to have a side hustle. That's just my thoughts. And so, the first thing that I said about, or we said about whatever business need is looking at your goals. And for those who have your goals already on paper, it's time for you to revise that goal, right? Or goals.
Yes.
I know that, at the top of the year, everybody's talking about new year, new me. This is what I'm going to do, right? And then we're in February now,
Hmm.
and perhaps that momentum or that excitement, we've lost that, right?
Yes,
And
that's what usually happens.
right, that's what usually happens, right? We set a goal to go to the gym because this is the year that I'm going to get fit and I'm going to lose X pounds, or this is the year that I'm going to save money, right? And and unfortunately, sometimes we lose our target, which we'll get into that. But revisit your goal. If you don't have any goals written down, now is the time to put aside some time to set some goals. And if you're watching this on the replay, definitely hit pause, write down your goals. And welcome to all the visitors watching. Please share with us your name, where you're from, in the comments here on Facebook. We would love to shout out to you what type of business you do, and we would love to hear. Okay, this is gonna be interactive. All right, guys, welcome, welcome. And so again, writing down your goals. A lot of
Yes.
people will tell you, right, Leticia, to look at your 3 to 5 year plan, which is realistic. It's great,
Oh,
right?
yes.
It's it's
You
it's all
definitely want to start with that range.
right. The 3 to 5 year, especially when it comes on to business, right? Um, so you want to forecast what you see your business, the projections, what you seeing it become, how it's gonna evolve, right? Because that's always constant. That's one thing in business. And perhaps, you know creating or mapping out what your ideal business and ideal life would look like. For many people, they will tell you scale it back, go deeper, go down
Hmm.
to 1 year, right? Because
Yes.
again, not everybody can vision out to 3 to 5 years. That's just too far out for a lot of people, right?
Yes.
And then if you can't do that, dial it down to 2 years, dial it down to 1 year. If you can't even think about what February of today's the 7th of next year, 2024 is gonna look like, dial it down to 6 months. Right? I mean,
Yes.
literally there's no
Definitely.
right or wrong, right, Leticia, in how it is that we can plan out our year.
Yeah, I would say see what works for you. I've recently read a book, the 12-week year,
Yes,
and the concept with the 12-week year is that you should not um, put your goals in a yearly plan. Don't think of your goals in yearly.
yes,
And some people said, okay, yes, well, let's do quarterly. When you think quarterly, you're still thinking a quarter of a year.
yes,
So the concept is to actually pick 12 weeks and use that as your year. And so instead of trying to meet your goal in 12 months, you set a goal that you can reach in 12 weeks. And so for each week, you consider that a month. So that once you have 12 weeks, it's a year. And so now when you set your goals into a 12-week span, not thinking of a year,
yes,
then it becomes more urgent.
right.
You kind of set a more achievable target. And also, there's Sheree. Sheree is here. She's the one that told me about this book, The 12-Week Year.
Hi, Sheree.
Yeah. So once you do that, then you have that urgency. So you're going to continue to work on the things that's going to help you reach that goal. So that's definitely a tip I would say for anyone that they should use. And when we're talking about the goals that you have for this 12 weeks, one of these should be your sales and marketing plan.
Yes, huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really huge. Now then, back a little bit. Actually, Leticia was the one who also shared along. Thanks, Sheree, and thanks for being here about the 12 week the 12 week year. And I've read the book and I'm implementing that. Typically, I am a I map out my year and then I break them down into quarters. But I'm getting into this new routine of the 12 week of the year. And so and Sheree, thank you so much for being here. You're a business consultant, virtual assistant, and podcast host. Happy to
Yes.
have you on. So definitely want to shout you out. Hi, Deborah. Before I go into
Deborah.
sales and marketing, is it okay if I just give a few shout out here? Leticia, uh Deborah Thompson is a life, health, and fitness coach. Just so happy for you to join us and to be here tonight. So Leticia talked about the sales and marketing aspect, right? Before we get to the sales and marketing, which is important, the second thing from writing out your goals, right, is target, knowing your target. I think
Mhm.
for a lot of businesses, if we're not, if we don't come up with a target, um, then we're kind of like doing things just to do
Yeah.
it, right? We kind of like,
It's going to just be aimless wandering.
right, you can't be aimlessly wandering. You can't go with the flow. You have to know what target. If it goes back from your goal, what are you
Mhm.
gonna zoom in and focus on, right? And
Yes.
so, in respect to sales and marketing, every single business needs visibility, needs more eyes on you. Because guess what? The more people that know about you and your business, the higher the likelihood of that person reaching out to you,
Hmm.
telling you, booking your services or clicking on your website just to learn more about what you do and
Yes.
you could potentially help them, right? And so, target is important. I'll break it down a little bit too. Perhaps you can also break down your target by quarter, or Leticia spoke about the 12-week plan. Perhaps you can break your target down every
Yeah.
2 weeks, right? Maybe every 3 weeks, or even one week at a time, right? Leticia and I
Yeah.
work
Every week you
together.
should assess. Yes, definitely. You should set those targets. Okay. I'm going to reach out to 5 warm leads a day or a week. I'm going to send out emails. I'm going to pitch. I'm going to do whatever the things that you list that you said you're going to do to meet those
Hmm.
goals. You need to assess that. So you have to kind of every week, at the end of every week, you need to check to see, did you do the things that you said that you were going to do? Okay.
Yes,
Now,
yes,
usually you can't control what happens. The only thing that you can control are the things that you do. So that's where we'll see you start to achieve your goals when you actually do the things that you set out to do. So that's where at the end of each week you check to see how well did you do.
right, right. You're talking about that, Leticia, and it made me think about the three non-negotiable things once you plan
Hmm.
out your week that you must do, right?
Yes.
And in a sense, that's also a part of your target, right? And so going back to, oh yeah, Sheree said so helpful to have. Let me put Sheree up here. So helpful to have accountability partner to keep us on track. Very true and very important. Leticia, definitely you have your sessions. What do you call them again, Leticia? I just can't remember at the moment.
The co-working sessions. Or,
Chance, yes, which is so great because if you're the type of person who have issues with focusing, at least you can
mhm,
put yourself in an environment and a space where time is allotted to focus on what it is that you say you're going to do
oh
as a
yes,
part of that target, right? Um,
yes,
and completing those non-negotiable things that you need to do for the week. And the other thing is, how will you get there, right? Which we already talked about the non-negotiables, but how will you get there in terms of um, creating out um, the plan that you had, right? But also, what are the things that you need to do in order to achieve that goal and to also achieve that target, whether that
mhm,
be for that week, for that month, for that quarter, for that year? Make sense?
yes.
All of this making sense?
Oh yes, it does make sense. And if you're checking on your, if you're checking on your progress week to week, then you could actually make small adjustments to what you're doing. So if you did call the 5 people or you did send out the 10 emails and you're not on target, then you can say, well, maybe I need to just add in a few more people so that I could get closer to that target for the week.
Yes, yes, yeah, definitely. And so when we're talking about visibility, right? Because at the top of the call, we spoke about what every business needs in 2023, and we're gonna talk about the sales and marketing aspect of it. We spoke about briefly about visibility and that we need more eyes on our businesses, right? In order to share our share what we do, whether we sell a product or a service, right? Whether we're a storyteller, right? Maybe we want to get eyes on your book. um Deborah spoke, she's a life coach. Perhaps she to get more eyes as more clients that can come through her funnel in order to coach them, right? Sheree spoke about, definitely being a virtual assistant and a
Yeah,
podcast.
much needed.
How
Oh,
do you attract these clients? We all need more eyes on our business, and this is
yes.
sales and marketing coming. But before I go a little bit into that, hey Shanisha, hey girl, hey, definitely you drop in the comments where you're from and what business do you have. All right, I just want to make sure that we're highlighting everyone. So thank you so much, guys, for being on here. And so the third thing is positioning yourself for opportunities, right,
Yes.
Leticia?
Oh,
Um,
yes.
yeah, because we have to position ourselves in order to hit that target, that goal, right?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna just stick on target because one of the things that my mentor, and I have many mentors in different areas of my life. I think mentors are important.
Very important.
Study successful people, you'll realize that all successful people have different mentors in their life, whether that is in the spiritual side of things, relationship side of things, the money, business, mindset, physically, right? And so
Yeah.
mentors are important. Mentors are important. And so target, I'm gonna stay on target for a second.
Okay.
So what I'm learning is, and I'm implementing, right? Because the school is never out for the pro, like my mentor always tell me, right? Is that we cannot take our eye off the target. There's so many different things dangling around us, especially when
Hmm.
it comes down to social media. It's a gift and a curse. I have to go there, Leticia, and it just keeping it real. You know me already, just keeping
Yeah.
it, and it's like when we have a business, we tend to look here and look there and look at what everybody and their mama is doing without focusing on our business,
Hmm.
knowing our target, meeting those targets by doing the action and positioning ourselves right for those opportunities. Which,
Yes.
like I said, that was number three, positioning yourself for opportunities. Why am I sticking on this? The reason why I'm sticking on this is that you want to make sure that in your businesses, whether it is that you sell a product or a service, whether it is you're a consultant, you deal with tech, you're a virtual assistant, a life coach, you have the maid experience, a cleaning company, whatever it is, right? Is that you want to make sure that you stay ready, the business stays ready, as one of our
Hmm.
other mentor loves to say, so you don't have to get ready,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Stay ready so you don't have to get. And what that does that look like? It looks like you have to make sure that your website is up to date. Leticia knows more than
Oh,
me
yes.
onto the side of stuff.
Yeah.
Website is clean.
The
Yeah, go ahead, Leticia. I'm
when you're
sorry.
talking about, especially when you're talking about your, for instance, let's just talk about the sales and marketing
Yes.
plan part of things. When you're talking about that, one key thing, one key part of the sales and marketing plan is your sales funnel. And a sales funnel is simply how is the person going to come into your business and move through your product or your offerings. Okay, so they might see you on social media, they might see you on TV, they might see your ads or your commercial, they might see you at an event in person. Whatever it is, they're going to be introduced to your business. From
Mm-hmm.
there, you need to take them to your storefront, and that could be brick and mortar, or it can be online, your online storefront, which is your website. They're going to learn about your business. They're going to see how you help them. Then they're going to click something. What do they need to click? They need to click your buy now button. And that could be something to book a call, to purchase a product, or they can also enter your email list. They might want to be a part of the list so they can receive your branded series, or so that they can receive that lead generator, that freebie. Whatever it is, that's the beginning of that funnel. And once they get in there, you can sort of interact with them more and tell them how else they can work with you.
Mhm.
So your website is very important. And what your website also does is it allows you to be found by more people, because when persons want to buy something, they go online and they start putting in search terms. You
Yes.
want your business to show up when they do that.
I know Leticia is always getting on top of me with that. Guys, again, I can't help but be transparent. Listen, school is never out for the pro. We're all learning. We all learn together. And Leticia is always like, Raquel, make sure that you're putting searchable keywords for that SEO. I'm like, SEO? And
Yes.
about SEO, but Leticia is always on top of me. I want to say thank you so much for doing so, because it's important, right, guys? It's important because that information lives online. And if there's anyone going in Google search bar trying to search for you, and or they're saying, okay, coaches that live in Florida, I don't know,
Mhm.
kind of general, right, or broad, but you never know, you may pop up because somewhere on your website you have that SEO, right? Am I Did I get it right? Let's just say
Yes, you did.
thank you.
Yes, you did. The
Somewhere.
words that you put online are
Yes.
searchable. They're searchable, and it could be your website. It could be a YouTube channel. It could be Google for you Google your business. It could be your social media page. Whatever it is, those words you put out there, they are searchable. So definitely, you need to make that a part of your plan.
Yes, yes. The other thing that is a pet peeve of mine, and it probably happened to me too, where have you ever gone on a website or trying to purchase something and it's a broken link?
Oh,
And you can't find the person, like you can't find
listen.
what you're looking for. It's really annoying.
Yes,
No, it,
listen. I have messaged people. I have no idea who they are. They don't know who I am. But whenever I find a broken link, I message that person, because that is a tragedy to have a broken link and somebody that's clicking that link trying to do business with you.
and
So
can't.
I have messaged persons that are complete strangers to me to say, hey, you need to check your link.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I mean, I've done it too. If I know the person, I'm like, go check your link, and persons have done it to me. But it's so important to making sure that the operation side of things too. For
Mhm.
2023 and beyond in our businesses, it's running right. I mean, oftentimes I know we're trying to get to that bag, get to that money, right? Whatever the term is, get to the coins. However, we have to ensure that things are running smoothly, right? And
Yes.
this is going back to point three, positioning yourself for opportunities in order to achieve your target. So
Mhm.
let's talk about website. We spoke about broken links, right? Also, one of the other things is making sure that your booking calendar has availability for it if you are selling a service that someone needs to book you, right?
Yes.
A lot of
You-
times there's no availability. Update your calendar, right? Your payment processing system as well, ensuring that it's smooth. Once your client or
Mhm.
customer is on your website, they're able to check out right away with no issues.
Yes.
These are
Yeah,
some
and
things that we
when you
don't
hear me
talk.
talk about automating your business processes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. You making sure that when they visit your site and they click a link, the process is smooth, it's efficient, and you making it easy for people to do business with you. So those are the things I make sure all of my clients have set. Those processes behind the scene. When they book an appointment with you, they should receive emails, they should receive the link, they should receive all of the information. You need to have all of those things in place.
Absolutely, absolutely. The fourth thing that I would go into in, learning how to position your business right for 2023 and beyond, and to increase your visibility is, you want to look at where can you promote your business to increase that visibility. And I know at the top, Leticia spoke about the sales and the marketing, but this is where the marketing comes into
Yes.
play, right? You gotta
Yes.
promote, 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 promote to the umpteenth power. Promote.
Yeah, you have to market your business every day, and in every way, whatever you can think of, wherever your clients are. And a lot of us, we go to social media, which is great. That's an awesome opportunity to find new clients, to get in front of new people. But there's an algorithm you're always fighting with when you do that. So
Absolutely.
tell people, how can they market their business without having to fight this algorithm?
Yeah, they can market their business different ways. I don't want to be biased on here, Leticia. They can market
Hmm.
it different ways, and I'm going to give you some tips too on how it is that you can market your business, right? To increase your visibility. So the first one is that traditionally, before social media, right, before the internet, the dot-com boom, whatever you want to call it, right, there was a thing called the radio. There was a
Hmm.
thing called, magazine or newspaper, I should say. There's a thing called the television. And I'm saying these things because a lot of people don't realize that these things were there before social media, right? There was
Hmm.
a thing
Take
called.
it for granted.
Exactly, we all take it for granted because it's so easy and accessible, right? But we often forget about there's other things too that we can do
Yes.
in addition to utilizing and leveraging social media, right? Because social
Yes.
media for the most part is free, even though you have the paid aspect of it, right? And I'll
Yeah.
go into all of that, but just to break it down a little bit, because as time is limited, you also have flyers, you also have billboards, right? Driving on the highway, you see that
Hmm.
sign. You have billboards. I mean, you have mailers that comes in the mail in your mailbox. So many different things, right? And so those are some of the things that you can think of, methods or mediums, as I like to call it, that you can use in order to promote and market your business to increase more eyes, get on your brand, getting to know
Yeah.
you, your service, what you offer, kind of seeing and following you and seeing if they like you, they trust you, right? Because really and truly, Leticia, and if you think about your own buying patterns and how you as an individual shop,
Hmm.
right? You oftentimes there's something that catches your eye, whether a
Yes.
product or a service, or you probably like the person in terms of, oh, this person looks good, or oh, I like her style, I like his style. Oh, let me listen a little bit to what he or she is saying. Oh, I like what they're saying. All right, I like them. I vibe with them. Yada yada yada. And then before you know it, you're probably buying a product that they're promoting or a service without even
Definitely.
that you even needed it in the first place. Am I right or wrong?
Yes. When you see a business in several different places,
Right.
or they have multiple touch points with you, the first time you see them, you might bat an eye. The second time you look again, oh, I saw this the other place. So as you continue to see them wherever you go, then they're now in front of your mind, and you're going to start to look even closer into what they're saying, what they're offering. And if they gel with you, if their brand um, really meshes with you, then as you see them more and more, you will definitely want to do business with them.
Right, right, absolutely. And so, you have to look to where it is that you want to promote. Again, Deborah said business promotion is a struggle for me. What best practices do you suggest? So off the top, what I would suggest, Deborah, is that you can again, having that goal, having that target, writing down a plan, right? Because you need a pathway, a roadmap to
Mhm.
where it is that you want to take your business, right? And so if you're thinking about visibility and first of all, thinking about, okay, who are your ideal clients, right? Who is your ideal avatar client?
Yes.
What is their demographic? Are they 35 to 55-year old female living I don't know, living in the rural part of the country, or are they in a city? What do they like to eat? Where the places they like to go? You kind of want to get down the
Mhm.
idea of what your ideal client look like, how they behave, how do they shop, so that you can know where to market to promote your business
Yes.
by using these several different mediums that I spoke about. Um,
Mhm.
I spoke about TV, I spoke about radio, newspaper, social media, etc. Right? And so think of marketing or promoting as storytelling. You're simply just sharing with someone or many people about what it is that you do. You're a life coach. I help people to overcome trauma in their lives. I don't know. I help people to incorporate more self care in their lives. I'm not sure specifically what you specialize in as a life coach, Deborah. If you could tell us, but it does not really matter though, because this applies to every business. Um, a lot of business, and I have to tell you this too, because I wasn't I was a novice at this, you know what I mean. I was like really shy when I just started out. I used to trip over my words, and always in my head, and I had a speaking coach was like, Raquel, get out of your head, get into your heart, just speak your mind. Who cares
Yeah.
if you trip over your words? Let your personality shine. Who cares? But initially when I started sharing my business, what I do, what I love, I used to get in my head a lot and think that, oh, nobody wants to buy from me. Nobody wants to know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So Deborah and everybody else who's on this call, if you're struggling with that, forget about it, right? Because a lot of times people are not even thinking about you tripping over your words or not, or saying the same thing, or don't knowing how to promote. I think one of the best way to help yourself is just coming on, sharing what you do, how you help, like you were talking to
Mhm.
a girlfriend, right? And I think when we think about our businesses that way, I'm just storytelling, I'm just sharing what I do. It takes a lot of pressure off of us, and we don't feel like we're selling, right? And I
Yeah.
think that it at the core of it is that you feel like you're selling, and nothing is wrong with selling, but it just feels kind of like, oh, I'm selling and I don't want to sell, so it's hard for me to promote my business. Am I
Mhm.
right, Deborah? Please drop
Yeah.
a line to say yes or no. Leticia, what would you say to Deborah?
Yes, I would say promote is another word for marketing, and marketing is simply telling someone about your business. Okay, and you definitely want to be doing that every day. You want to do it, even the persons that might not be your ideal client, because they might refer you to your ideal client. You want to find out where your ideal client hangs out. You want to know where they hang out because that's where you want to focus all of your efforts, or most of your efforts, or more of your efforts. And where you found your clients from in the past, and that's information that you should be taking as you onboard new clients. How did you hear about my product or my service? Wherever that is, you need to focus there. Wherever you're finding most of your clients, kind of lean in on that, and give more effort to promoting your business there as well. Okay. Another thing you can do is kind of use more areas. So don't just stick to the one type of area. Try other avenues to market your business. Raquel mentioned a number of different mediums you can use already. So try them all out to see which one is going to work for you.
Mhm. Right, I love that answer, because a lot of it is testing, right? Trial and error, testing things out, and kind of looking at your numbers. As business owners, a lot of us don't look at our numbers, and we have to track everything. There's
Yes.
metrics to everything. As much as possible, try to track, right? Um, and so the last tip that I would say here before we go into like what is your purpose and business TV and how we help in this space is collaboration. Collaboration is king or queen, whatever you however you wanna say it. I'll say collaboration is queen, because guess why I say that? Um, it's important. They have this saying that, you go by yourself, you're not going to go too far, but if you go together, you go further, right? Something to
Yeah.
that effect. And you have to collaborate with people who are in alignment with what it is that you say that you want to do. And I know we're talking about business here, but this can be anything in your relationship,
Hmm.
which whatever goals you have outside of business, right? If you want to, say for instance, get fitter this year, you want to immerse yourself, collaborate with someone who has or in alignment with that same goal of getting fit. If you
Yes.
want to become more spiritual, the same thing. You have to be in alignment with that particular religion or denomination. Is the same for business, right? And so the point I'm getting is, to collaboration when it comes onto your business is super super important. And here is the key here. Um, The reason why you want to collaborate is because you want to be able to share your skills, your services, what you're good at with that other person's audience. And that other person's audience can also, see if they like your vibe, if they want to follow you, if they want to work with you, and vice
Mhm.
versa for that same person. And this is one of the reasons why I love podcasts. Leticia, I don't know if I've ever told you this. I know Sheree is a podcast host. Podcast actually helps you to leverage really quick as well in terms of gaining that network of people in which you can connect with and collaborate with and do business with. And then you in
Yes.
that process you can see, oh, okay, are they
Yeah.
in alignment with everything that I'm doing? You know?
I've been on Sheree's podcast before, and
Mhm.
I've been on the Your Purpose in Business podcast before. And what we're doing here today is a result of collaboration,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We've
I was going to touch
collaborated
on
with
that.
each
Yeah.
other before, and now we're co-hosts on a TV show. Okay, we are able to use each other's strengths, right? You're the TV host. You created a TV show. You created a podcast. You're a two-time best-selling author. I'm myself the tech expert, so I bring the tech tips. I'm working in behind the scenes on the website. So when you collaborate, you become that much stronger. And like you said, you're introduced to a whole new audience of people. Okay, and you growing your network. When
Right.
you grow your network, it's a beautiful thing. You get to bounce ideas off of each other. You get to get some of the knowledge that they have, you get, and vice versa. All right. So Sheree was able to share that wonderful book with me, and I'm so grateful for that. But yeah, you definitely want to collaborate.
Yeah, absolutely. Collaboration is queen. Um, and to answer your question specifically, Leticia, again, it's trial and error. You got to know your demographic. You got to know what your people like, your ideal client, how to attract them. But when it comes on to marketing, sales and marketing, but you got to market first before you can get the sales, right? It has to be in that order: marketing, then sales. It's that you want to write down a plan, a target. Okay, what are the magazines that I would like to be in, if that is a goal for you? Which radio station would I want to be in? Which podcast would I want to be on? Which television show would I want to be on as well? What I will tell you is that again, it's trial and error. But in order to increase your visibility and also your credibility, you definitely want to set up some foundational things. And I remember from the very get-go, when I had my first mentor, he definitely showed me that, Raquel, people need to know your name, people need to know what you're doing. And one of the quickest way to do so is that you want to be featured in or as seen on these different media or mediums, right? Media outlets. And so I remember when I just started, Leticia, I think my first like media outlet was a magazine. Yes, it was a magazine. I can't remember the name, but that's not the point. The point is that getting your name, your services, your business in a printed form, whether it's
Yeah.
physical or online e-magazine, right? It's important because guess what? It also boosts your Google SEO as well. Going
Yeah.
back to the tech side of things, search engine optimization, and it also gives you that sort of credibility in the
Yes.
terms of the perceived expertise in that area that you specialize in. That makes sense. And so you want to think about that. The more magazine you can get in, the more podcasts you can get on. I'm not even going to talk about TV. I'm going to leave TV for last because I feel like TV trumps a lot of these other things.
Oh yeah.
However, they all work together, right? To collaborate, they all work together. And um, Radio is another one as well. But basically, you want to get your name out there, point blank and simple. Get your
Mhm.
name out there, get your business out there, get your products out there and services so that more eyes can be on you and your business.
Yes, it's
Anything
a
to add
numbers
to that?
game.
Mhm.
It's a numbers game. There's statistically speaking, the amount of persons that you reach, there's going to be a percentage of those people that come into your business. And so, of course, if you grow the number of people that see what you do, then that percentage, that number will go up.
Right, right, absolutely. And so the last one I'll talk about is TV. I mean, we've been so blessed to I can't believe episode 5 is coming soon for the
Yeah.
Purpose and Business TV show. And what we do is we promote and market brands, on television, specifically My Network TV, My Nine here in Connecticut. I'm in Connecticut. And, it's just been amazing because we're able to bring on so many different diverse
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, Leticia, and business women. And we have some men coming soon. And, I mean, from all over. I mean, at this
Yeah.
point, we're international. Leticia is in the Bahamas. We've had people from all over. I mean, Atlanta, Florida, oh my
South
goodness, South
Carolina.
Carolina. Oh my God,
Yeah.
all different places. And um, the point I'm trying to make here is that it's just a different ball game when you could say that you've been on a major TV network, right?
Yes,
In any
definitely. That's
not just
the
the United
thing. You need to get that on your website right away. You
and
need to share
any
it.
right any country, but the most and what it does is that TV gives you traditional credibility, ultimate boost in your expertise levels, as well as the leverage that you can use to cross promote. What does that mean? Cross promotion meaning that I can take one of my segments, one of my shows, put it on my website, put it on any of the social media platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook here, TikTok. People use Snapchat still, Snapchat, Twitter. Put it anywhere. Put it in my
Mhm.
media assets, media kit if I'm looking
Yes.
to gain speaking gigs. Put it in a book. Put it on my podcast. Put it anywhere to say that as seen in, as featured on my network TV, as seen in, as featured on any other station, the CW. I've been on the CW. It just gives your brand that kind of golden touch, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I totally agree. I've noticed that I've had more eyes on my business since I've started to share that I am co-hosting the Your Purpose and Business TV show. When I've been sharing behind the scenes, I was just recording videos as I'm getting ready for the show, or just talking about, just kind of gushing over the guest that's coming on for that episode, and then just talking about that. Um, that's my form of marketing the show, and also marketing the persons that are coming on the show. I've gotten lots of people come and inquire on my services. I've had someone locally reach out to say that they would interested in me being on their radio show. So I'm telling you, once you promote your business on television, you're
Mhm.
going to get more opportunities to work with your ideal client.
Yes, yes, and just to give them just more information, Leticia, what we do here over on Your Purpose and Business TV show, we broadcast every single Saturday on My Network TV, WCTX, and what we do is that we help to bring you in front of a household, right, of audience, almost a million household that actually want to see you and actually have a pocketbook that want to perhaps book you for your services or buy your products, right? And not
Yes.
only that is that you gain brand leverage and credibility as well. You'll also be able to use the slogan or the phrase as featured in or as seen on TV, on My Network TV, on the Your Purpose and Business show. And here within Connecticut, you will be able to feature your brand and say that you have been able to be amongst the same TV network as nationally syndicated shows such as the Steve Harvey Show, right? Cameron Hall Show, TMZ, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, Family Feud, Rachel Ray. I mean, there's so many shows. And guess what? This is fact. Because these shows, nationally syndicated shows, airs on my network TV in Connecticut. So not only are you able to say as featured in, as seen in, you're also to say that you've been amongst these nationally syndicated show, which skyrockets your credibility, right?
Oh yeah.
And so being on TV is one thing, promoting your products and your services, gaining visibility from a TV audience, right? But also, remember, I spoke about the cross promotion.
Yes.
It's like it's just endless. It lives. Your segment lives for a lifetime. It lives on YouTube. It lives on your website. Wherever it is that you want to place it, it lives. So it is a it's really not even, what's the word I'm thinking of?
It's the gift that just keeps on giving.
Giving,
Because
exactly, Leticia.
once you put something on YouTube, I'm sure you've seen videos that have been posted years and years ago, decades ago, 13 years ago. The persons can come back to that video over and over again throughout the years. And so they're going to be able to see how it is that you can serve them.
Right.
So not only is it that episode going to be on the My Nine Network in Connecticut for almost 1 million households, but it's going to be on YouTube, and it's also going to be on the show's website and in a blog format. So then you have more ways. Once you type in a search on it on Google, usually if there's a video attached to those words, those search terms, that shows up first. And so persons will click that video and watch it, and they'll see, okay, well, I can see that this business has exactly what I need. Let me just check their website. Let me reach out to them. So I don't really see a downside to promoting your business on the Your Purpose in Business TV show.
No, there's definitely no downside, Leticia. And like you said, it's the gift that keep on giving. I mean, I've used media platforms to position myself to be in front of audiences, to gain new eyes. And I think for 2023, that's what all businesses need, new eyes. Because for some of us, we have tapped out our network. We have tapped out the audience that's following us on social media or wherever else, right? And so
Algorithm puts a cap.
exactly. And so and then messing around with the algorithms. I mean, you spoke about that earlier on. So it's a way to position yourself, going back to what we've said, position yourself and being able to leverage from that, right? And so just to recap, Leticia, because we don't like to just leave things, just to recap what we went through, what every business needs to know in 2023. The first thing we spoke about is your goals. You had your goals, revise your goals. The other thing is knowing what's your target. What is your number? What is the number of outlets you're going to be utilizing, such as media, television, to gain more visibility, right? And you want to kind of map out how you're going to get there. The other thing is positioning, making sure that you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So your website is fully functioning. There's no broken links. Your payment processors, your booking calendar is ready to book and you have availability on there. And then we also spoke about where can you promote, right? We spoke about different outlets such as the magazines, television, radio, flyers, billboards. But here on the Your Purpose and Business, we're talking about specifically television because it gives you the most credibility, and also collaboration, right? Who's your people? Who are you gonna connect with? That's gonna align with you and help. You're gonna help each other to cross promote your brand and your business. And so that's the sort of recipe to gain more visibility. And we would love to have you under Your Purpose and Business show. Thank you for everyone who showed up. If you need to learn more, definitely the process is you could definitely hit up Leticia. She'll walk you through. Hit me up. I'll walk you through. But for more information, you can go to www.yourpurposeandbusiness.com. You can click the learn more button, and then you can always schedule a call with either of us to go over, what it is and how it is that you would like to promote your show, to promote your services or products, excuse me, on the show. Anything you want to add, Leticia?
Yeah. So what that would look like is you can have sort of a up to a 10-minute segment on the show, or you can submit a 30-second commercial to be on the show. And they're both great opportunities for you to promote your business, to get more eyes on what you do, so you can meet more of your ideal clients.
Yes, yes, I even forgot to mention that. You see, that's why I love you, girl. But yeah, you can also like Leticia said, run your commercials, which is a plus, right? Think about McDonald's, think about Bank of
Hmm.
America. These people keep marketing, right, and
Yeah.
promoting. So why don't you think that you need to market and promote your brand and your business, right? And so thank you so much, Cherie. This she said this has been wonderful. Thank you, ladies. You're very welcome. Thank you for everybody who has tuned on. And please share out this video within your network as well.
Yeah.
Let them know about the Your Purpose and Business TV show. And also, if they need to figure out a way to leverage and increase their visibility for 2020.
Hmm.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, if
You.
you've benefited from this at all, share it with somebody that you think can also benefit from it.
Absolutely. All right, Leticia, I think that's our time. And we're looking forward to doing more of these master classes. And if you have a specific question that you want us to answer, definitely
Let
send
us
us a
know.
message.
Yeah, we're here to help.
Definitely all the time. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.